Ho, tom, tom, lele, malam. Ho, tom, tom, lele. Ho, tom, tom, lele. Ho, tom, tom, lele, malam. Ho, tom, tom, lele, malam, malam.
Hi, and welcome to World on a Plate. In case you haven't seen the show before, let me explain what it's all about. We have two guests who have been given a task to cook some food. But this is not just our average cooking task. The two guests are actually from different countries and have to think of some dishes back from their homeland. Once they have the dish, they can then swap recipes and try to recreate traditional dishes with the correct ingredients. So, have you got the idea of the show? I think it's time to see what's on the menu from the international countries and see if their culinary skills match up to how the dish is traditionally served. This week we have two new guests, so let's introduce them.
Chrissa. She is a 23-year-old student at the University of Portsmouth studying television and broadcasting. Her home country is Romania, her favourite food is ribs and chips, and she loves to spend her weekends at the beach. This handsome chap is Lucas. He is a 29-year-old student, also at the University of Portsmouth, and also studying television and broadcasting. His home country is Holland, where he loves to sit by the canals and watch the boats go by. Let's see what each of them will be cooking this week.
And this is what I have for you.
Oh, thank you. And this is for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, let's have a look. Samalu ku mama likuta.
Sarmale cu mămăliguță.
Yeah.
Sarmale, it's basically mince
Yeah.
covered in cabbage leaves, and mămăliguță is
Cabbage leaves.
it's like polenta. Mămăliguță is polenta. Basically.
Okay, well that sounds really easy to make.
Shall we see this one then?
Yeah.
Hutspot?
Hutspot.
Hutspot.
Yeah, it's a traditional meal, Dutch meal with carrots and mashed potatoes, and yeah, make one big meal of it basically.
Really? It
Yeah.
doesn't sound really hard to cook.
Well, first try to make it and then we'll
Alright.
see.
Let's go and do it.
Let's try to cook it. Let's do some shoppings.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Well, there are our two guests, Lucas from Holland and Chrissa from Romania. I think that Chrissa looks like she's a keen cook, whereas Lucas looks as if he doesn't cook very often. So, how do you think they'll get on with cooking each other's recipes? And how are they going to find all those ingredients in Portsmouth? I hope they can help each other work together to recreate those chosen traditional dishes. I think we should see how they got on when it came to buying their ingredients.
Lucas, watch and learn. All right, I've got my list here. Potatoes, carrots, vegetable stock, applesauce or gravy. I think I'll go for gravy.
So Chrissa gave me this list, and the first thing is Voide daarin. Voide daarin. I have no idea what it is, but I think this shop can help me. Nah, I've been here before.
Potatoes, X-size. I don't know about Declan, but here in UK, X-size. Two should be enough.
Ah, pepper nagelbab. Oh, it is just pepper. It's just pepper.
All right, 2 onions. 1, 2.
Farsamura. What is this? Well, I've never touched a brain, but I think if I would touch a brain, I would say, yeah, that's definitely a farsamura.
I'll go for gravy instead of applesauce and vegetable stock. Vegetable. Well, the shopping is all done. Let's go and cook some hotspot now.
Lucas seemed to hit the jackpot with that Romanian shop in Fratton. I hope he could read what some of those items were. If it were me, I wouldn't have a clue, unless I knew what it was or I had a photo on the front. But it looked like he found all of the items he needed to create the dish. It's a shame that there wasn't a Dutch shop to make it just as easy for Chrissa. But at least she managed to find all of the ingredients she needed from the local shops anyway. Well, we've met our guests and they've bought their ingredients. I think it's time we let them start cooking. So let's go over to Rachit, Lucas and Chrissa over in the World on a Plate kitchen.
Welcome to the World on a Plate kitchen, located at the center of the earth. I'm Rachit and I'm here with Lucas and Chrissa, and they're ready to go. Without further ado, let's put the world on a plate.
I've got the potatoes. I've got the carrots. Do I have to just peel them and just chop them?
Yeah,
into-
yeah. If you just peel the carrots, yeah, and
Okay.
then you chop them in blocks, basically.
Alright,
small.
and then boil them together.
Yeah, I suggest you to start boiling the potatoes.
Okay.
And then put the carrots in a little bit later, yeah. Yeah, so I'm starting with the onion.
The onions.
Yeah.
I need onion as well, so
Oh,
maybe
we
you...
can. Yeah, we can mix.
I
it
don't
up,
want to cry. You can cry.
yeah. Okay. I'll cry.
Okay.
Show me sensitive side.
You can have this one as well then. Please.
It's good, but I'm not gonna help you.
Oh.
She's gonna win. Chrissa, why did you choose this dish for Lucas?
Well, I know it's winter time, so this is like a type of food that you would eat during the winter time. It's usually you do it with proper mince, pork and beef, but because Lucas is vegetarian, we change it to vegetarian mince. Lots of vegetarian mince, if you
Okay.
can believe it. You can find it.
It's hard to believe that.
Yes.
Let's go back to the studio and know more about it.
I love to have a big bowl of spaghetti bolognese with meatballs, but what about people who choose not to eat meat? What alternatives are there for vegetarians? There are lots of things that vegetarians can eat instead of meat. Of course, most of them involve vegetables, and now there's corn, which is mushroom, that helps replace the taste of meat. As you've seen in the recipe that Lucas is making, he's using vegetarian mince. This is a delicious ingredient for creating those meat-free favourites at home. Instead of using meat to create the mince, this mince is made from soya, which helps to absorb the flavours within your dish. Sometimes the mince can contain natural onion, garlic and salt to help enhance those flavours. Vegetarian mince is also low in fat and suitable for both vegans and vegetarians. Sounds just as yummy to me. Maybe I'll try some next time I make a shepherd's pie. Back to Rachit in the kitchen.
Okay, so let's carry on.
It's quite funny actually, because in the UK there's a lot of vegetarian meat
Seriously?
available. Yeah, it's way more than in Holland. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Lucky you.
Lucky me. That's why I came to the UK.
But what I'm wondering is, what made you choose this dish for Chrissa?
Well, I thought of an quite a traditional Dutch dish basically,
Okay.
and and hutspot is basically the first thing that came in my mind, because in Holland we eat it quite a lot, and especially when it's not really hot outside, and it's a good dish to. It's easy to make and it tastes very good. So.
But we shouldn't forget that we are in England, so that makes me ask, what do you guys think about English food?
Ooh, the English food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. English food can be nice, but I have the idea, for me personally, I
Can
have
be
the
nice.
idea
Can be
that
nice.
it's not really special.
It's really special.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, well, especially for me, I'm a vegetarian, so. Yeah, the beer and the burger in the pub, it's the vegetarian burger and the beer can be quite nice, but.
And Chrissa, being non-vegetarian, what do you think about English food?
Well, I do like it. I know fish and chips.
Fish and chips, yes?
Everyone loves fish and
Yeah,
chips.
everyone
I don't
loves
like
fish and
fish,
chips.
but I do like the chips.
Chips.
But yeah, even though I live here, I sometimes cook Romanian food because reminds me of my mum, and I do like a rack of ribs with chips and some barbecue
That
sauce.
sounds
That sounds nice.
Yeah, seriously.
I do like that.
You look nervous,
Okay.
Lucas.
Yeah, I do, because I know that I'm not really a chef. I'm not really the best.
Lucas, can you tell me about the simplicity of Dutch food?
Well, especially this recipe is quite easy to make. It's really
Yeah.
simple. I think overall the Dutch food is quite
Yeah,
easy.
that's why I asked.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Holland we try to keep things easy. So
Carrots,
Yeah.
potatoes.
carrots, potatoes, a little bit of onion in it, and some spices, and yeah,
But yeah, I
boil
guess
it, mash
Lucas
it.
is not a great chef, so I'm gonna know more about it. Let's go back to the studio.
The dishes sure look like they're coming along nicely. I think I might even have a go and taste myself. So, you may be thinking that the recipe Chrissa has given Lucas seems rather complex, but when it comes to Dutch cooking, they like to keep things quite simple. In the Netherlands, traditionally, the Dutch like to keep their recipes simple and straightforward. They tend to use more vegetables and little meat, which, as you can see, Lucas has chosen today with his recipe. The Dutch diet is quite high in carbohydrate and contains mainly dairy products. Breakfast and lunch dishes usually consist of bread with toppings, and dinner is mainly some meat, potatoes and seasonal vegetables. So, let's see if Lucas is coping with more ingredients being added into cooking than what he is used to. Back to the guys in the kitchen.
Okay, right. So, what's up, Chrissa?
Lucas, I've put the potatoes here. I put some boiling water. Should I just put them there to boil?
Yeah, because if you put potatoes on now.
I use this one. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going
Finish
to
the
put the
carrots.
onions.
This is not
Finally,
really
the
hard,
onions.
actually.
Nice onions in
I
there.
can see the art. You have got some talent with onions.
My talent cut onions.
Why aren't you crying? You don't even have a tear.
I'm a guy. I don't cry.
Yes, you do. You have to, because you just chopped
I'm a
onion.
guy and I do cry sometimes, so.
When you chop onion?
Yeah, exactly. Where is your bowl, Lucas?
Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Yay!
Mr. Chef.
With the Mr. Chef, indeed. Yeah.
Oh, what's your mum gonna say about this?
Yeah, my mom is a chef. Yeah, but if she saw how I cut the onions, then
Basically, put the meat first, and then you just put like a quarter of the rice.
quarter of the rice.
Yes,
Shall I
kind
do
of
all the
thing.
meat? Yeah.
Oh,
Vegetarian
yeah.
meat. Let's call it
Vegetarian meat. Yeah, just call it
Lucas,
mint.
like looking at your cooking talents, I'm just wondering, when you get from work or university, what would you usually cook yourself?
Well, I make a lot of pasta actually, but it's not really a Dutch thing to eat a lot of pasta, but I'm quite a big fan of pasta.
I'm getting weird thoughts on eating habits right now because I can't see anything.
Do we have to put any spices? Or?
Not at the moment,
Okay, so now
but
waiting
the
for
onion, it's
Yeah.
big. You cut it a bit too big.
Yeah, I made it a bit too big, maybe.
Well,
Can I
this
cut-
is the
no, I
first
can't
time, and
cut it.
I'm quite proud of you.
Hoppa, hoppa.
Hoppa, hoppa, that's a Romanian. Oh, that's a Romanian word,
Really?
actually. Hoppa, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you still
Ah,
remember?
you're getting there. You're getting there.
Oh, Lucas.
So I don't need rice anymore. Rice can go there.
Do you
Hey,
remember?
when can I start using the brain?
What is it, man? What is
Cabbage or carrots or
it?
whatever.
No
it
ways.
is.
This is not a cabbage. This is a cabbage, but
It's pickled cabbage, actually.
pickled cabbage.
It's pickled.
We would definitely like to know more about it. Let's again go back to the studio.
Wow, those dishes are already looking so tasty. So, let's find out a bit more about the cabbage, or the brain as Lucas called it. There are many uses for cabbage, most of which include them being stuffed with some sort of meat, in Chris's case, usually pork mince. In other parts of Europe, the filling is traditionally based around meat, such as beef, pork or lamb, and is traditionally seasoned with spices or onion. The cabbage can also be stuffed with mushrooms, rice and other vegetables to help gain more flavour and textures to the wraps. In other parts of the world, such as Asia, cabbage is used with seafood to help create dishes such as sushi and also tofu. So maybe you should try making cabbage a part of your fibre day. I hope you guys were taking notes, but let's see how the dishes are looking. Back to Rachit in the World on a Plate kitchen.
Wow, cabbage sounds yummy finally.
Well, even I
The
am
brain.
looking forward to eat it, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe me.
I've got an
I
idea.
think it's better to swap these around, isn't
Yeah, and actually, like for sarmale, you don't really have to leave them there for ages. I don't know for the huspot, but for
Yeah.
sarmale, just just a
Oh,
bit.
as
it's
long as
chi-
they are a bit
Yeah, so
glazy, how do you call it?
yeah, like they don't have to get brown. Just just a bit. Should I put the carrots
Grab another
to
plate.
boil with the potatoes now? Do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah?
just throw them in, yeah. Grab another plate. Put the onions in there. Or do I have to put the onions within?
Yes, and you have to mash them. Start
It's a-
mashing them, like
It's quite
with
easy,
your
even I can do
hand. Oh, of course you
Chris,
can do
and
it.
I'll,
How come
back
Lucas
plate.
have to ask everything and you don't have to ask anything?
I do ask. I just ask about the carrots.
Wait a minute, now I'm thinking, if I'm putting the onion in this,
It'll be a bit hot.
yeah.
Yay.
As in, and then
That's why you
Oh,
have
wait,
to start
I
doing
could
it now.
use a fork or something.
Yeah.
1/3, 1/3.
As in half.
Yes.
I'm doing this with my left hand now. It's not really the best
idea.
hand.
Okay, you have to mash it with your hand.
I have to mash it with my hands.
Yeah, Romanian style.
Okay, but does all the Romanians have burnt hands then?
Yes. Now what you can do is just put your hand in here
Yeah.
and then mash it. You need to get to the consistency of a burger, just like a burger.
Oh, okay.
have to mash it. The thing is with the vegetarian meat, it doesn't really contain fat. The normal meat contains fat, and it's easier to, you know.
Making a mess here, sorry. Well, go
That's
ahead.
all right. Well, that's what I'm saying. With the vegetarian meat, it doesn't really have any fat, so that's why you might want to add a bit of oil, because otherwise it won't, you know, stick. Oh, do you want a fork first? You don't want to play.
No, I'm just everything for television.
Are you sure you're gonna do that? You have this.
Okay, no, I said yes, so
Anything for world on a plate. Do you have the courage to eat a Romanian dish cooked by a Dutch guy?
I hope so.
Second thoughts.
No, I
you
will.
have to.
I have to, yeah. No, it's just it's glad to see him like trying.
better.
Yeah,
Do
it's
stuff.
definitely
This is
trying.
done. This is mixed, really.
This is mixed,
Trust me.
yes?
It is.
Is
It
it?
is mixed.
Okay.
That's for Krista to decide. Is it done?
Yeah, it's
Oh
done.
yeah, it's not bad. Just the onion is.
Well
I
done.
can't believe it. Yeah. Oh, you might want to add some spices.
Yeah.
Do you remember what to add?
Yeah, I went to this Romanian shop and I bought this.
What is it?
Condimente
Sarmale.
sarmale. Is this?
Yeah, condimente pentru sarmale, which is spices for sarmale.
You should definitely try pronouncing it. Condimente pentru sarmale.
Sarmale, see?
Okay,
Why can
I
you
have my
say
Romanian
it?
talent with me. These are hard for me to understand at least. So let's go back to the studio and know more about condimente pentru sarmale.
Yay.
So we found out about the Dutch and their simple sandwiches. Now let's see how sarmale became a traditional Romanian dish. Sarmale, also known as sarma, means wrapped thing in the Turkish language, which was taken from the verb sarmak, which means to wrap or to roll. Sarmale is a savoury dish which usually consists of cabbage, grape or chard leaves wrapped around some sort of filling, which is usually based on mincemeat. Or this can also be a sweet dish by using phyllo dough wrapped around various kinds of chopped nuts and syrup. Some Romanians tend to cook sarmale as part of their Christmas feast or other religious holidays, whereas in Turkey it is eaten as an everyday ordinary dish. It is often served as one of the main dishes during wedding ceremonies as well. Let's hope Lucas can make his sarmale as well as Krista remembers from back home.
Okay, so that was indeed enlightening. So Lucas, what are you up to?
I think now it's time for me to add the brain.
I think
The
it's
cabbage.
time for you to add the spices. I mean the
I
salt and
think now
pepper.
it's time for me to add some spices. Yeah, just salt and pepper, you said? Yeah.
Just salt and pepper, a pinch.
Okay, so
We've got the salt.
got some salt here.
Should I just see if this one is... It looks cooked though.
Yeah, it does look good.
Lucas, what do you think? I think they're quite boiled.
Master
Yeah?
Chef?
Yeah, if you
Master Chef. Just
yeah.
drain them. I just tried it and then it's like...
Yeah, if it's soft, if you can
It
go
is.
through, yeah,
Yeah.
and with the carrot as well. Yeah, you
Straight.
should be able to mash it.
Okay,
That's
so now I just have to drain it.
Yeah. If you drain that, I'll grab a fork. Because my hands work too good. Now it has salt. And
Okay,
my
finally the
skin
fork.
doesn't really like salt. And some pepper, yeah.
Why is it that there are so many
I would say
potatoes?
just take a plate now.
Do they have a special place in Dutch food or something like that?
Well, yeah. Well, in Holland we eat a lot of potatoes, a lot, and yeah, it's like for example in Italy where they eat well, I assume they eat a lot of pasta. I think it's even potato head is
Potato
a
head.
word how they call Dutch people, or cheese, yeah, cheese head. But I think
Because you're a
potato
you're a
head as well.
potato head.
Well, not that I'm a potato head, but
Oh, you said it.
But
Come
my knowledge in potatoes is still not convincing, so let's go to studio to know more about it.
I love a bit of mashed potato with my sausages or some yummy jacket potatoes with a salad. You can't go wrong with that. So, you think you guys know your King Edward potato from a Premier potato? In the dish Krissa is cooking, the potatoes have their own bit of history. According to stories told many years ago, the recipe, hutspot, came about when the Spanish soldiers left behind bits of potato from where the soldiers were moved out of their camps from flooding in fields. A typical Dutch meal is potatoes, vegetables and a piece of meat. There's also a little story of how not too long ago when the family started to cook the dish, the rest of the family had to tell how many potatoes they would like. So during the dinner, you got exactly the amount you ordered. Some interesting facts about the potato there, and who knew they had so much history? Just goes to show how much we love our spuds. So let's see how Chrissa is doing, mashing up hers to create the Dutch dish of hutspot.
All right, so Lucas, what are you up to now?
Well, I just put all the spices in. Okay, so can I now go with my brain?
Yes.
I'm gonna get it
Get
for
with
you.
the brain.
I like this thing.
Do you?
Yeah, after the explanation.
Okay. So you basically have to take one leaf,
Yeah, can I
take
just...
one by one. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
You're a psycho.
Hey, this side looks different. Okay.
So he's not a brain anymore. Can we call it?
No,
a
well, yeah,
pickled
okay,
cabbage?
let's call it
Pickled
a
cabbage.
Or
Okay.
carrots, or cabbage, yeah.
This is.
So I take off a leaf.
That's the one.
That's the one we need.
Yes. And what you do now, because it's quite hot here, as you can see, you take the knife. What you do is just do this basically.
And
Because
cut it
otherwise,
out.
yeah, just this bit because it's really hard.
Yeah,
Stay
because it's
folded.
not that flexible there.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, and then I'll put a bit of this
You
in there.
put it in your hand.
I put this in my hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what you do now? That's interesting. Basically here, I'll show you how to do one, and then you'll do it. Yeah. If you do it with meat, it should like stick together. But this is quite difficult because you know there's no fat, no grease, no anything. So what you do is basically just fold it like this.
Yeah. Well, roll it.
Yes.
No.
And now you just fold it like this.
Oh, you close it.
Yeah.
And then we put it in a big pan
Yeah, and you boil it.
and boil it. Ta-da!
That's how you do it.
So, and then I'll just, okay.
Oh, I think this is
Otherwise
boiling
it'll
now.
fall. Yeah, I can hear that it's boiling.
So now I just add the granules and just stir. Add
Yeah,
them
yeah,
in.
just add it and then boil it a little bit more.
I think I should
See
do.
how you do it.
I'm actually quite impressed with you. It's the first time, so it's not bad.
You're getting there, man.
Natural
Ooh.
talent in
Try to
cooking.
keep them together. Like,
Sorry?
Try to keep it together, the
Oh,
meat.
like this?
Ooh, no.
No.
No, you don't add more. Now we just put in, try to fold it.
Oh, yeah, of course, because this is...
Oh, that's a big one.
yeah.
No, don't cut it anymore.
No?
No, you have to, you know.
Just
Close it.
close it.
Yes.
Dude,
Uh,
look at this and look at...
No, don't compare. Just,
Ooh, that looks nice.
Almost there.
don't touch it.
So now I just mash the potatoes and the carrots and then add the onion. Or do I mash it now? Or
No, yeah, you can put
Add
the
it?
onions in and then mash it all together.
Okay.
Put some...
I put some salt.
Salt and pepper on it.
Yeah. That's freaking
Wait, I have to, sorry, but this one is perfect. I have to show
It's
this one.
That's for Chris to decide.
Look,
that's big. You can make 3 out of that one, but
no, but this
as
is...
a beginner,
this
it's not
is-
bad.
It's, yeah, but it feels good because now all this hard work finally... Yeah. No, but seriously, this...
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
yeah.
How is it going, Chrissa?
Because what do you think? bit
It's,
dry?
yeah, it's a bit dry. Have you put some milk in already?
Oh no.
I think we had some...
Yeah. Should I just
yes.
put a bit of milk at
Yeah,
the
just a
beginning?
little
See
bit.
how
Yeah, oh, stop.
there you go. And just keep on mashing it.
Yeah, and keep on mashing it, yeah. Okay, so I need some water. Put in the water in my cupboard.
There we go. I would say a bit more. Yeah.
That's warm already. Perfect. Okay, we don't have to wait for 2 hours because I made some pre-made ones.
Okay, did you? Okay.
Okay.
These are already have been cooked for 2 hours.
Okay.
This look perfect.
What do you have there?
Basil.
Who's gonna go
Okay.
first? Lucas, I guess.
Lucas, please.
Thanks,
Um,
I guess.
Any last wishes?
It smells quite nice.
What's happening?
yeah?
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's not bad actually.
Not bad, really nice. Okay, let's taste this one.
Actually, it's not bad. I'm quite surprised.
How's it?
It needed a little bit more salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you agree with him?
It's not bad.
Okay, let me
The
have.
thing is, you can actually, if you put a bit of gravy, it's a bit salty, so it's not bad. You can taste the onion.
And for a vegetarian, it's meat.
It's perfect.
Yeah, no, I think I will make some more Romanian dishes from now on.
Especially because you
for a
can,
vegetarian, it's
you can replace it with vegetarian meat or
yeah.
And I hope you guys had a great time here.
Oh, we
Definitely.
did.
Yeah,
I enjoyed seeing Lucas chopping onion.
And I'm looking forward to eat it all. And that's it from the World on a Plate kitchen this week. Don't forget to tune in next time to see where in the world we'll be cooking from. And of course, thank you Lucas and Chrissa for their cultural cuisines. So goodbye for now.
Thanks, Rachit. I'm not sure what the dishes were supposed to turn out like, but they look rather unusual. It looks like they tasted pretty nice though. Both Chrissa and Lucas seemed happy with the final outcome too. Well done, guys. But that's all from us here on World on a Plate. We hope you've enjoyed the show and learnt more about international cuisine. Tune in next time where we'll be trying new dishes from around the world. See you next time. Goodbye.